A star-studded night in Los Angeles for the Critics' Choice Awards.
James Franco skipping the show in the wake of sexual misconduct allegations. A source revealing details about his situation to People.
Many celebrities speaking out about the pay disparity between Michelle Williams and Mark Wahlberg when reshooting scenes for All the Money in the World.
I think she's courageous for, people talk about it and let herself be shown and seen.
Lowe slams Bella Thorne for tweeting about road closures caused by those California mudslides. We'll explain.
Ellen DeGeneres' father has died. The talk show host giving a heartfelt tribute.
Reality star Savannah Chrisley has a new man. He's a hockey pro, and we have details.
And wait until you see actress Nina Dobrev go from gym to street chic in 90 seconds.
All today on People Now.
Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to People Now. Here's what you need to know and what is trending today. James Franco skipped the Critics' Choice Awards Thursday night, where he won the Best Actor honor for his role in Disaster Artist, as allegations of sexually inappropriate behavior have emerged against him. A source close to the situation telling People, quote, he's in a really bad place, so bad that he changed his phone number. He went on to say his close friends are trying to be there for him, but it's been hard. He's only talking to a select group of people. For now, he's just hiding out. During an appearance on Late Night with Seth Meyers on Wednesday, the actor addressed the sexual harassment allegations issued by a number of women on Twitter after the star wore a Time's Up pin at Sunday's Golden Globe Awards. Franco telling Seth Meyers, I have my own side of this story, but I believe in these people that have been underrepresented getting their stories out enough that I will hold back things that I could say just because I believe in it that much. In an article published in the LA Times on Thursday, 5 women accused the actor of abusing his power as an acting teacher and mentor in a sexually exploitative manner. The headline comes after actress Ali Sheedy's now deleted cryptic tweet questioning why the actor was allowed into the Golden Globes, following it with, quote, said too much. And then she added, James Franco just won. Please never ever ask me why I left the film TV business. On Wednesday, when Meyers asked Franco for clarification, Franco denied his former co-star's claims. The actor's attorney denied each of the women's allegations and cited Franco's comments on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert on Tuesday as his formal denial. And although James Franco was not in attendance at Thursday night's Critics' Choice Awards, some big stars did hit the red carpet, including Angelina Jolie, who was there for her latest directorial project, First They Killed My Father, which earned a nomination in the Best Foreign Film category. Jolie wore a white feathered Ralph and Russo dress, one of the star's favorite designers. Superwoman Gal Gadot was honored at the event, collecting the second annual #SeeHer Award, which celebrates females who recognize the importance of accurately portraying women across the entertainment landscape. And it seems Reese Witherspoon was continuing to support the Time's Up movement Thursday night, wearing an all-black embellished gown. Reese is one of the founding members of the Powerful Initiative, which aims to protect people from sexual harassment in the workplace. Jessica Biel stepped out solo for the award show without husband Justin Timberlake. The actress was nominated for Best TV Movie or Limited Series Actress for her lead role in The Sinner. As award season continues to heat up, stars like Sterling K. Brown and Diane Kruger are continuing the conversation that began at this year's Golden Globes. Equal pay and Time's Up were 2 hot-button topics at the Critics' Choice Awards. Earlier this week, USA Today reported Mark Wahlberg was paid over 1,000 times more than co-star Michelle Williams, and Hollywood was especially shocked by the news.
It's shocking how big the difference was, but for myself, I have never been paid the same as my male co-star, ever. And I'm glad, and I think she's courageous for, people talk about it and let herself be shown and seen. So that's got to change, yeah.
I have to say I was really shocked to hear that, and I'm not blaming him. I mean, that's his business. That's what actors do. They get paid very handsomely, especially if they're big stars. She's a big star too, though. I don't get that.
I've been careful about that, and I have had great alliances with Sally, with Jessica Chastain, mainly because we have a relationship of mutual respect and support.
A lot of people speaking out there. The momentum of the Time's Up movement also took center stage last night. So do stars think the shifting mood will continue throughout award season?
The Globes was a really special evening in terms of Time's Up and just, women being empowered to speak up and men hopefully stepping to the forefront and protecting and creating a safe space for their for their female compatriots. But I don't know if that will be the thing through the whole award show. What do you think?
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope we bring this momentum into every single award show so that it builds.
I really believe it's going to continue because I think it's become a movement. I think it's more than just a clever idea or a news-making idea. I think it's about attitudes. And I think it's important to remind women that they have value.
It's hard to tell my kids about this. My two daughters, you know, they believe the world is full of equality for them. They're only 5 and 7 respectively, and you know, it's painful to have to describe actually the world's not quite fair for you yet. So I stand alongside these incredible women, powerful women.
Lots of important statements there. I'm sure we'll see more as award season continues. Now we move on to some sad news from Ellen DeGeneres. Watch.
He was very proud of me. He loved this show. And he was a kind man, very accepting man. There was not one bone of judgment in his body. He was very funny. I think my brother Vance and I got our sense of humor from him.
Ellen DeGeneres revealing to her audience on Thursday that her father, Elliot DeGeneres, died earlier this week at the age of 92. The host shared the video of the announcement on Twitter, even shared a copy of the black and white photo of herself and her father that is displayed in the clip. She says, "That is my dad, Elliot. That's me when I don't know how old I was, but I do remember that picture." She went on to say he was 92 years old, he had a good long life, and he lived his life exactly how he wanted. He was Christian Science his entire life. He never had medicine his whole life, never went to a doctor. I never had a vaccination. We never had medicine growing up, and he lived to be 92. Ellen also shared a touching memory of her father from her childhood, saying, quote, "We only took one family vacation. When I was a little girl, we came to this lot, to the Warner Brothers lot, and took the tour and went around, and now I work on the Warner Brothers lot, and I have my own stage with my name on it." So he was really proud of that. DeGeneres told her audiences that she was able to talk to him just prior to his passing and say goodbye to him. And get this, just minutes before his passing, Ellen got a special gift from above, a rainbow. She explained a picture that she took. She said, "I was leaving the building and I looked back and there was a rainbow over the Warner Brothers studio. This looks photoshopped. This is what I saw after I talked to my dad, and he died 10 minutes later after that. Pretty amazing, I got a rainbow before he died." That's her quote. And what a special moment that obviously was for the star, who has had, I'm sure, an incredibly difficult week. We are, of course, wishing Ellen all the best. David Harbour earned his first Critics' Choice Award on Thursday night when he won Best Supporting Actor for his role as Police Chief Jim Hopper in Netflix's Stranger Things. Harbour has become known for his eloquent award show speeches. His passionate, inspirational acceptance speech at the 2017 SAG Awards went totally viral. Now this time, the 42-year-old actor is making headlines for what he said backstage at Thursday's event about his 13-year-old Stranger Things co-star Millie Bobby Brown. Watch.
I think she's in the crosshairs of something extremely dangerous that nobody seems to be paying attention to. I think the developing mind, as someone who gets this famous and has still a brain that is not fully developed, is an extremely difficult thing to navigate. And I hope that she gets the help that she needs. I know that I try to protect her as much as I can. But, you know, my hope with Millie always, and my focus with her is always that I want her to be an artist who, when I'm in the nursing home, she'll bring me her Oscars and I can look at them and stuff like that. But I'm not sure, I think that the pitfalls are very deep in terms of this generation, this fame, this Instagram generation of constantly wanting to get likes or something.
I'm going to go ahead and say she's probably going to have some of those Oscars to show him at the nursing home. Harbour went on to say that Millie Bobby Brown, quote, "has tremendous potential, and my hope is she can remain grounded and protected as much as possible." Brown burst onto the scene with her role as 11 on the first season of Stranger Things and has since made her way up the ranks as a style star as well, courted by brands like Coach and Louis Vuitton, and even becoming one of the faces of Converse and Calvin Klein. Well, Rob Lowe is calling out actress Bella Thorne, who tweeted out road closures caused by California's deadly mudslides were going to make her miss her boyfriend's concert. The Code Black star shared a screenshot of Thorne's tweet on Instagram, which read, "Bleep you 101 to Santa Barbara. I'm missing my boyfriend's first date on his tour." Lowe fired back, responding, "This attitude is why people hate celebrities in Hollywood. Bella, I'm sorry you were inconvenienced. We will try to move out our dead quicker." Thorne later deleted her original tweet, but posted an apology on Thursday, writing, "Bleep, just caught up on some news, had no idea why the 101 was shut down. Get home to your family safe." Lowe shared that friends of his are among the missing, posting on Instagram, more terrible stories of loss today. Friends missing, some gone forever. Pray for Montecito, and know every day could be your last. Embrace that. The mudslides hit Tuesday morning and have brought deadly destruction to the Montecito area of Santa Barbara County. 17 people, including 4 children, are confirmed dead, and the number of missing could be as high as 43. That's according to authorities. Oprah Winfrey and Jeff Bridges have spoken out about the severe damage to their homes. Bridges tweeting on Thursday that he's, quote, heartbroken over the loss of lives in the community, but is so thankful for all the first responders. Our thoughts and prayers go out to California during this difficult time. Just devastating what's happened there. It's
very
really
scary stuff. So everyone stay safe out there.
Yeah. All right. It is New Music Friday, and Camila Cabello's new release has Twitter absolutely shook. The Havana singer has finally come out with her long-awaited debut album, and we know her fans are super excited. But we want to quickly look back on all the work that it has taken for her to get to this moment. Watch.
Camila! Camila! One.
Some good stuff there. Girl is making some moves.
Really
of course,
is.
Twitter is going crazy with the hashtag This Is Camila. Let's see what they're saying in the Twitter sphere. A lot of people tweeting about her today.
Okay, the first one here saying there aren't enough positive words in the dictionary to describe how amazing Camila by Camila Cabello is. Look at her.
Yeah.
Singing, doing her thing.
This Twitter user says, harmony, waking up and seeing that Camila's album is #1 in 90+ countries.
And by the way, it's okay to laugh because Wendy was fine after that.
Yes, that is true. This Twitter user says, ready to listen to the album all over again, like hashtag This Is Camila.
The Rock, just taking it in. Remember when people said that Camila will flop? Well, karma is real. I'm sorry. Standing O. There you
She's
go.
doing really, really well, and I really like her songs.
Look, it's a bold move whenever anyone breaks out on their own. And so, yeah, you roll the dice and whatever, but it seems like she's got her footing and the fans are there, so good for her.
Yeah, I love her song, Havana.
Yeah.
Havana, ooh la la.
Ooh,
Great.
keep singing it all through the show. I'm doing this automatically. I don't know why. Is that my move? Keep the reactions coming in. We're going to check in with you again soon, but first, Andrea Moore for us in Star Trek.
Yes, Jeremy, love is in the air. We are kicking off Star Trek with a budding relationship. Savannah Chrisley has a new man in her life. The Chrisley Knows Best star made her relationship with Nick Cordelia's Instagram official when she introduced the pro ice hockey player to her followers on Thursday. She wished Cordelius, who plays for the San Diego Gulls, a happy 24th birthday, writing, "It's kind of crazy how God works. After spending months of focusing on me, you came along." Chrisley goes on to write, "Thank you for respecting me the way that all men should respect women. And above all else, thank you for your selfless, patient, kind, and loving heart." Well, Chrisley's new romance comes 5 months after she split from NBA player Luke Kennard. Well, very happy for them. They look adorable. All right, Ashley Graham knows that if you want to be a full-on supermodel and boss lady nowadays, you have to know how to take control of your social media presence. So who does Graham look up to online? And what's the one Instagram faux pas that drives her crazy? Watch this.
I wouldn't say that her Instagram is like the best necessarily, but I follow her because she's so business savvy. Kathy Ireland. I mean,
wow, yeah.
Because she posts her products. She doesn't post her personal life. And I mean, if she was like posting her personal life, I'd be dying. Like, thank you, Kathy! But she's always been very conscious of that, and I love her. But I mean, I follow all the models. I think it's really great to see what everybody's doing.
Yeah, when it comes to your Instagram, do you have a specific technique?
No.
No, it's just anything goes.
I'm just kind of like, do I look cute? Am I feeling myself? Like, is this an outfit I want to like show everybody? Yes.
Did you ever get any sort of anxiety when it comes to posting things? Because I hear a lot of people nowadays, because Instagram's so important for your career, they get anxious when they post something or not sure what to post.
You know, I always say be anxious for nothing, because if this is my social media, if this is my a platform for me to really like get the word out and get my brand out, then why am I going to be anxious about it? I'm being my real raw self, and that's what I always preach anyway. So what you see is what you get.
Any Instagram faux pas that people should stay away from?
I don't know. Too many hashtags is annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
Filling up that
I
thing.
agree.
You look thirsty.
I agree. You cannot hashtag too much. All right, it seems like Nina Dobrev is up to any challenge. The actress killed it when people put her to task, challenging her to get red carpet makeup ready in just 90 seconds. Pretty impressive. But now we decided to kick it up a notch. Dobrev loves to work out and recently teamed up with Reebok and Les Mills to create her own fitness routine. So we wanted to see if she could go from her gym clothes to street style in just 90 seconds. So let's see how she does.
Hey guys, I'm Nina Dobrev, and the last time I did the makeup challenge, I crushed it so hard that this time they're making me go from workout to street style in 90 seconds. Here we go. Where we at? Oh, this isn't fair. These are new shoes. They have things in them. 20 seconds. This is very stressful. A lot more to do. Let me get dressed. Ooh, I like this lip. Okay, where are we at? Where are we? What's our time? What is that? Like 10 seconds? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Need purse. Need purse. Need purse. Purse. Where's the purse? Where's the purse? Right here. Purse! Yeah! And that's how you get ready in 90 seconds. Okay.
That was a lot of fun. Stay with us, guys. Hugh Grant is spilling the tea on some of his most famous co-stars, plus all about Princess Charlotte's new nursery school that's coming up.
But first, it's time for Oh, Snap! Diane Kruger and Walking Dead actor Norman Reedus may have made their red carpet debut at the Globes, but this time their kiss was front and center. The couple shared a smooch on the Critics' Choice Award red carpet on Thursday and were absolutely smitten while posing for pictures. Diane Kruger's film In the Fade was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film at the event and won the award later that evening. It also won in the same category at the Golden Globes, so it looks like Diana is winning in both career and in love. Good for her.
Yeah, good for her for sure. Speaking of making a statement, Chrissy Metz was bold and beautiful in a 70s-inspired dress at the Critics' Choice Awards. But get this, it only cost $139.
Amazing.
Metz got the affordable print dress customized by her personal stylist, Penny Lavelle, who jazzed up the fit and flare silhouette with sequins on the waist and bottom half and added a playful necktie detail. Chrissy is proof that you can take affordable fashion, make it your own, wear it to a high-profile event. Hashtag DIY goals. Do it yourself, everybody.
Look at that. Mary J. Blige officially has her own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The singer-actress received the honor on Thursday, which was also her 47th birthday. Talk about an amazing birthday present. The singer was moved by the honor, thanking God for her very special birthday. Friend Sean Diddy Combs also came through to honor Mary and lead the crowd in singing her happy birthday. What an amazing gift. I want one of those for my birthday. Let's make it happen.
Will and Grace actor Sean Hayes is known for his laugh-out-loud comedy, but the Emmy Award-winning performer struggled with identity issues as a child and young adult. Hayes opening up to People and Entertainment Weekly editorial director Jess Cagle, revealing that he did not come out to his family until he was 18 years old. Watch.
It was 1988 when I came out. It's so cliche that it was during Thanksgiving weekend. And my mom, you know, said I needed to go see a therapist, and she wrote me like a 10-page letter, both sides on legal pad size paper, and you know, this is not what got, you know, the whole uneducated view
so
of it.
It was, yeah.
It was a very,
it was rough.
Yeah, so, but then she became educated and had friends who are gay people, and she was like, oh, I see, oh, you're just like me, and all of that. And so it became fine and wonderful, and then she became so supportive.
And Jess Cagle also sat down with Golden Globe-winning actor Hugh Grant. The British star, known for spilling all the tea when it comes to his famous castmates, got real about one co-star in particular who apparently wanted to kill him. Yes, it's true. Watch.
Emma Thompson.
Well, she's a genius. She's a really good actress. And what else can I tell you about her? But I mean, not remotely sane. You've met her?
Barely. I've not experienced the insane Emma Thompson. She's lovely.
Nuttier and nuttier as the years go by.
As the years go by.
Last time I saw her, she wasn't eating anything until she'd muscle tested it. She had to hold up a little piece of pork, and I don't know, she had to ask her fingers or something whether it was good for her.
Robert Downey Jr.
Hated me. We did a thing called Restoration, and he took one look at me and wanted to kill me.
Why would he hate you on sight?
I don't know. I was so hurt.
I don't think anybody really hates you.
Oh, he did.
I'm sure that's not true. And don't worry, guys. If you still need a little more Hugh Grant in your life, you can check out their entire Jess Cagle interview streaming right now on PeopleTV.
Well, People's award-winning crime show, People Magazine Investigates, returns for another thrilling episode on Investigation Discovery, telling the story of April Bellagio, who discovered her father was a serial killer and vowed to bring him to justice. Here's a sneak peek.
It was a Sunday night. I was on my computer and I saw the state of Wisconsin had given a bunch of money to open cold cases, and the Sweetheart murders were one of them. So I started reading, and then it was at that time that I realized I had seen the Concord House before. And I was shaking. I was shaking because immediately I knew who it was that had committed the murders.
Well, People senior editor Jillian Telling joins us live with 3 things that you need to know about this story. Thanks for joining us, Jillian. How are you?
For having me. Great.
This is a crazy story. I can't imagine what it would be like to suspect that your parents had done something so horrible. What signs or clues from the past led April to believe that something might be up and he might be hiding a dark secret?
Well, really, it was the moving. Okay, so Edwards had made his family move every 6 months to a year, sometimes in the middle of the night without warning. He'd really come in and be like, come on, kids, we're going. So that was the first clue, clearly. You know, and then it was also things about him. He was a chronic liar. He could be very abusive at home. He had a dark side that April knew about. All these things sort of just made her wonder, is there something darker there? Yeah, so, you know, she always had her suspicions, but it wasn't until her 40s that she decided to take a closer look at it. What led her to dig a little deeper? Right, so when she was in her 40s, she had these 3 grown kids of her own. They were teenagers. She started thinking, what if something happened to my kids? And that really is what led her to start sort of Googling places where she'd lived and to see if there were any cold cases out there that hadn't been solved. You know, she just started getting on the internet to see dig into his past a little. Yeah, and Edward Edwards eventually confessed to murdering 5 people, 2 young couples, and even his adopted son. But he was never even a suspect in these cases. How did he manage to fool all these people? So he was a very charming guy. He was a very good-looking guy. He was funny. He, you know, people said he would have been a great salesman had he not, you know, been a murderer. So he had been questioned once or twice, but he managed to ingratiate himself to the police. They loved him. He helped out. He just managed to fool everybody because he was a likable guy. Yeah, a lot of times they are. April ultimately did the right thing and she called the police, but it must do something to you when you turn in your own father. What did that do to her psyche? It's really just about guilt. You know, she lives with such guilt she didn't turn him in sooner or investigate sooner, and also the guilt of turning in her own father. Yeah, now Edward Edwards has since passed away. She did a lot by ending up helping police answer so many questions and close 5 cold cases. But are there still unanswered questions about this case? April believes there's murders out there that he was tied to that, you know, it hasn't been discovered yet. So, sure, a lot of people believe that there could be more. Do we know anything about motives or reasons for any of this? She says that really he liked to one-up the police. He was very, very smart. It was a cat and mouse game with him, and she thinks it was really about trying to fool everybody. Wow, fascinating stuff. Jillian Telling, thank you so much for being here and all your information. And if you have any information pertaining to additional crimes related to Edward Wayne Edwards, please call 1-800-FBI-TIPS. And for more on this story, pick up the latest issue of People, and be sure to watch Investigation Discovery's People Magazine Investigates My Father, the Serial Killer, Monday, January 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Well, it is safe to say the world said a collective "aw" this week when Kensington Palace released these adorable photos of Princess Charlotte taken by her mom, Kate, to celebrate her first official day of nursery school. Here to break down all the details about Charlotte's brand new school is our royal correspondent, Imogen Lloyd-Webber. Thank you for being here,
Good
Imogen.
morning.
So good to have you. Look, the pictures are adorable. The Palace obviously announcing in December that 2.5-year-old Charlotte would be attending Wilcox Nursery School starting this month, which was actually kind of a surprise move. Tell us why it was a surprise.
So some royal watchers thought that Charlotte would follow George to the school he currently attends, Thomas's Battersea. He started there in September.
Right.
But a royal source tells People that William and Kate chose Wilcox for Charlotte because they thought it would be an ideal first step for Charlotte's education, and they were impressed by the team who work there. Another big reason they chose Wilcox is that it's really close to the family's apartment at Kensington Palace, so they can easily pop backwards and forwards. Thomas's is a much longer commute.
I love her little pose in that picture right there. Look at it. So adorable. All right, Prince George was also 2.5 when he went to school for the first time. We have to compare these photos. They are so cute. Let's look at the side-by-sides.
Very cool. But also, isn't Princess Kate an amazing photographer?
Honestly, are they her?
Yeah, both of her.
She took both?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Let's say this. She's a doting mother, as
is.
any mother would be, whether
She
you're
is.
royalty or not. You know how to take good pictures of your kids when they go to school. So what will a typical day at school look like for Charlotte at that nursery school?
The school is housed in a church hall. The school invites parents for a short stay and play upon arrival, then slowly gets children accustomed to cope with being left without their parents. She can do morning school or afternoon school, and she's unlikely to be staying for lunch for the time being. The school's website describes the atmosphere as fun and structured. There's lots of free play, but children also begin the first stages of learning to read, write, and understand simple numbers. Some of the students' favourite class activities include show and tell, painting, and birthday celebrations with cake, of course.
With the cake, yeah, don't miss the birthday cake days.
No.
How do we think Princess Charlotte is going to take to the new school when it comes to meeting friends and things like that? Has she been social before this moment?
A source told People that Charlotte's very sweet and very confident. She's always chatting away. Apparently, she is very polite and has beautiful manners, and also speaks some Spanish.
Oh, wow.
I know, her nanny, Maria Borrello, is from Spain.
All right, now moving from Princess Charlotte to Princess Charlotte's great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, the new documentary airing this Sunday on Smithsonian Channel will show the Queen talking for the first time about her 1953 coronation and the crown jewels. Now, we learn all sorts of things, including that the most valuable precious stones from the crown jewels were hidden in a cookie tin and buried at Windsor Castle to keep them from being stolen by the Nazis during the Second World War. A cookie tin. It's a really crazy story.
This is an amazing story. Queen Elizabeth's father, King George, ordered the drastic action to be taken. The tin was then buried in a specially dug hole at the castle. The Queen was about 14 years old and had no knowledge of the plan at the time. She learned about it apparently for the first time during this documentary, which is just amazing.
Pretty important to let as few people as possible know about that as it's happening. Many people probably don't realize that the crown jewels are kept in a safe place even today. When Queen Elizabeth saw the St. Edward's crown in this documentary, it's the first time that she's been in the room with them in nearly 65 years.
But she's surprisingly matter-of-fact about the priceless jewels. Alistair Bruce, who spoke with the Queen for the documentary, says all of these trappings are just part of the job to her. She's actually quite disinterested in jewellery as a person.
There you go. Fascinating stuff. The coronation airs on the Smithsonian Channel this Sunday, 8 p.m. Be sure to check that out. And now, before you go, Imogen, we have to talk some big news for fans of The Crown.
Big.
It is all but confirmed that two-time Oscar nominee Helena Bonham Carter will be playing Princess Margaret in The Crown's 3rd and 4th seasons. How did she get this role, and how do we think that she's going to do with it?
She was reportedly first being considered for the role of Queen Elizabeth, but it was eventually decided that Margaret would be a much better fit for the star.
All right.
She has some experience already with portraying royalty. She previously played Margaret's mum, the Queen Mother, in the Oscar-winning biopic The King's Speech in 2010.
Remember that?
Yeah, still to be announced who will take over for Matt Smith in the role of Prince Philip, as well as who will play Prince Charles and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall. They first met way back in 1970, so it's almost certain we'll see them next season on the show.
That's so great. And I think she'll do Helena Bonham Carter. Hope that
I
all
can't
works
wait.
out and we see her
Oh,
on
wow.
the
Against
Crown.
Olivia Colman.
Thank you so much for all the information.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Stay on People.com for all the latest updates on The Crown and our favorite royal family.
Well, Trump is trending on Twitter right now with the hashtags like Fix Trump in 5 words. This comes after the president was heavily criticized Thursday for comments made about immigrants. He used an expletive word to describe their countries during a meeting with lawmakers. The Washington Post reported the president became frustrated during the meeting when they discussed protections for immigrants from Haiti, El Salvador, and Africa. The quote, according to the Post, was, "Why are we having all these people from bleep hole countries come here?"
Yeah, it was obviously an inflammatory comment. Anderson Cooper and John Legend have spoken out after Trump's comments comments, among many other people. Cooper defending the country of Haiti on his CNN show. It was a personal subject for him. Anderson Cooper spent a lot of time there and knows firsthand all the devastation they experienced after that earthquake. John Legend also tweeted against Trump after the news broke, called him a racist.
Yeah, he tweeted, "The president is a racist. He has been for his entire public life. If you voted for him, you do so because of that or despite that. We need a multiracial, anti-racist coalition to defeat him and try to heal our nation."
Yeah, it's one of those things where, look, President Trump prides himself on speaking off the cuff and kind of just, you can't predict what he's going to say, and he prides himself in that, whether it's on Twitter or in press conferences, things of that nature. But obviously, when you're doing that, things are going to be said that bring about a lot of fury, especially when it's things like this. So
a lot of people are talking about it, and we'll keep you posted on this developing story for sure.
Coming up next week, reality TV stars Brittany Cartwright and Ariana Madix open up about the new episode of Bravo TV's Vanderpump Rules. Also, American figure skater Tara Lipinski dishes on celebrating her gold medal win with hockey icon Wayne Gretzky.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from model Ashley Graham. Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley Graham, and this is my one last thing. My last big splurge was a first-class ticket seat for my mother to Morocco. The last show I binge-watched was House of Cards. I know, I'm late. The last time I was starstruck was with Beyonce. I got to meet her twice in 1 week. How about that?